Caleb, come back.
Alright.
Oh, speaking of Caleb,
I didn't need that today.
that's my name.
That's also my name. And that makes this
Caleb
this
AM.
AM
Caleb.
morning time. Unless you're in Australia, in which case it's PM. Or I'm sure there's other places.
Japan, China, Turkey, Russia,
Istanbul, which is in Turkey.
Uzbekistan.
Really any stan. It's probably
Most of us stand. Well,
Toronto. California.
no, I think it's still the AM in California.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
There's only a 10-hour time difference.
Oh.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Alright, well, this is Caleb AM. Like we said, we're Caleb's. And this is a little show where we talk about Jesus.
We drink caffeine.
Answer a question.
We talk about life.
We don't go to class today because class is pretty much, it's over.
Yeah, we got some Zams. That's
Some
it.
Zams
That's
left?
all we got.
And then it's Jover.
And we aren't coming Barack until next semester. Because then we're coming Barack.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do that first part real quick.
Okay.
I chose a Bible verse today that reminded me of a movie that I watched yesterday.
I know what movie he's talking about.
It's James 1:12 says, "Blessed is the one who endures trials, because when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him." We watched Unsung Hero, and there was a lot of trials
Mm-hmm.
that family went through, and it was a hold on. It was real great to see, like, it was based off a true story, and like, just so much wrong was happening, but they trusted God, and like, especially the mom,
Mm-hmm.
because like the dad he was kind of silly at times, he was kind of dumb, but in the end they all trusted God and made it through.
Mm-hmm.
Which was just great to see, and I'm sure we will mention that movie again later. But I also like that verse. I think that needed to be said.
Sorry, continue.
But
Might not charge it.
but yeah, trials. We will experience them, and they will never go away while we're here on earth. But ultimately, as that verse was saying, when we are in heaven, we will no longer face trials. And that is like the ultimate motivation for endurance.
Yeah.
So
It was a great movie, too. I think one thing I took from
it
the
was
movie,
a really good movie.
when Jesus says, be more like little children, the little children in that movie, like, they fully believed in everything. Like, they believed in the power of prayer to the degree where they were praying for literally everything.
Mhm.
And they believed in God. And
There
they
was a
believed
good,
in that He would provide, too.
There's a good pray consistently
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
Because there's like the younger kids, it was like, I don't think that they would have had a full grasp on the situation at all,
Yeah.
but they just literally had childlike faith that was
Mhm.
like, oh, what? He's done it before, he'll do it again.
Even the older kids, too, they also had that kind of faith where they were trusting in prayer.
Mm.
I thought it was really cool seeing that family come together, though, like, and endure the hard times. But
I agree.
yeah,
Yeah.
great movie. Caffeine,
Yes.
you want to go first?
I can go first. I put this bang in the fridge like 3 or 4 weeks ago for Caleb AM, and then I realized that I couldn't drink it because of coffee and matcha.
So you
So
excited?
I finally drink my peach mango. So this is so exciting.
He's excited. Well, after our coffee matcha energy drink challenge, I've decided to switch to coffee. Today was going to be my last energy drink. I was going to do a white gummy bear rain. Unfortunately, I could not find one. And I didn't want my last energy drink to be anything else, so I'll wait till another date to drink a white gummy bear rain. But for today...
Going on the ice Dunkin' caramel coffee, stupid like that.
Hey, that's exactly what I have.
Oh, my bad.
This junk is mad good. So... yeah.
I needed this.
This is Best Buy, September 16th, 2024. If anyone was wondering.
Crap. Ah, dang it. Shouldn't have reacted like that. Now people know that we film these in the future.
It's really good. It's a little bit more of a stronger coffee taste than most of these things, but
It's okay.
sweet.
It's pretty good. I personally am not moving on from energy drinks, but I probably will only be drinking them for Caleb AM.
Yeah.
And a part of that reason is because I have like 10 bangs still, so
It's fair.
who knows? At the end of that, I might just drop them.
That's true.
I'd be worried of offending Bang, but they don't really exist anymore, so
I think the crowd's kind of in shock of the decision I made. Guys, I'm sorry.
several people just walked out.
I didn't realize this was going to be such a big problem. That's it. I'm going back. Just kidding.
This was all it took.
This was it.
Well, do you need me to pull up the poll?
I checked it at 10 o'clock. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up.
There's potential. If it's the same
Describe
number.
that poll.
So the poll this week was on my Instagram. Down in the description below, go follow the vote. Poll next week will be on his Instagram. Down in the description, go follow if you vote on the poll. And today's poll, or this week's poll, was the Winter versus Summer Olympics, because the Summer Olympics are coming up. And I keep seeing advertisements for them. And this is a discussion we've had in our house before. So I decided I would put it to the test. Wow, it's the same exact thing.
What a waste.
Yeah.
Instagramming by yours truly.
It was worth it. We didn't want to give false information about our data.
Yeah, that's good.
So, Caleb will have a chance to explain his reasoning and to vote, or not vote, but to guess the poll. And then I'll get to give my reasoning, and that'll be that. And we'll move on to the next segment of this show.
I know
Go
this. I know that Summer Olympics will win because it's the popular one, but I prefer Winter Olympics. I like the winter. It's fun. I'm a big skier. I say I'm a big skier as if I ski a lot or something. I don't ski a lot or anything, but I really like skiing. It's like my favorite outdoor activity to do. So I like skiing, and so watching people ski is fun. I also like watching the snowboarding and watching them do tricks, and that's fun. Bobsledding is funny. Curling is lame as freak, but I like it for some reason. It's funny. The figure skating is just scary and impressive. Incline skating is horrifying and scares the mess out of me because of that one clip where the dude fell and then just bleeds out on the thing. I could go on about sports, but I think they're really fun, and I also like the winter. I like being a little chilly and getting to wear this get up that I am now. Although I wouldn't wear this in public because of the horrible unmatchiness of it.
It does not match.
But that's okay. I almost took this off because I didn't want to not match, but then I realized that this is Caleb Am. I can do what I want. I'm like 50% of the show.
Yeah, we're not doing another fancy episode. That was last week.
Yeah, that was a one-time deal. I'll suck it up until we do it again. But yeah, so I love the Winter Olympics, but that's no hate on the Summer Olympics because I love both of them, almost pretty equally. I think the Summer Olympics I have a little, I don't know the word I'm looking for, or not the analogy, the phrase I'm looking for, but I give it a little bit of the cold shoulder, I guess would be one way to put it.
Sure.
Because when I was like really young and I watched the Summer Olympics for the first time, or maybe not the first time, but one of the times that I remember, I was like, I want to do that, and then I realized in the next few days that was the most unrealistic pipe dream of my life. It was one of like the 100-meter dashes, and I was like, I'm pretty fast, and then I realized that like I might be fast for some 10-year-old little boy, but I'm not about to go.
I'm glad you had that realization.
Yeah, it happened. It wasn't like it crushed my dreams or anything, because being in the Olympics wasn't in my dreams for very long, but it was like I was really motivated,
Right.
And then I just got motivated to do other stuff because I was like, well, they're so cool, but there's a part of young Caleb that's still a little hurt that he had zero chance in ever being in the Olympics. I mean, I guess if disc golf, if I actually kept doing that.
Breakdancing just got put in.
Really?
Yeah, that's right up your alley.
You're right.
Why don't you show the people at home a little bit of your skill?
Yeah, that's right.
See, like you should be an Olympian.
But yeah, everybody prefers the Summer Olympics, and that doesn't hurt my feelings because I also love the Summer Olympics. I will say I do think swimming is one of the most fun ones to watch overall.
I agree.
Like, I don't know why, because like I thought it was popular in my household because Andy and Joy were both like competitive swimmers, and we had a pool, so it's like I liked it too. But just so many people like swimming. I hear people.
Michael Phelps is the GOAT. I mean,
You're right. Like, I know people that don't care about the Olympics at all, but still just watch the swimming.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think summer's gonna win, and I think it'll be a pretty big gap. But I like the winter. I said it.
He said it.
Said it and I meant it too. That's the issue.
How big do you think that gap's going to be?
I'm gonna guess 74-26.
It was 64-36.
I got it right, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. That's
Yeah, well, Summer did. When I agree with you. I like them both a lot. They're both fun to watch, but I just like Winter a little bit better. I think the main reason why is because I remember in the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics, I mean, I stayed up every night, all night. I remember it was a school night, and I had to beg my mom to let me stay up till midnight because that's in our time zone when Shaun White was about to compete in snowboarding half pipe. And I was like, I gotta watch this, Mom. So
Mom,
you
please.
gotta let me. So she did, and then I cried about going to school the next day, and she grounded me because I stayed up late and then cried about going to school. But it happens. But
I understand.
yeah, I love the Winter Olympics. Slopestyle snowboarding is probably my favorite event to watch in the winter, just because it's so cool. Because there's just this huge like snowboarding obstacle course essentially, and they do flips and tricks and stuff.
Yeah.
I also like bobsledding. Curling has an excitement to it that I can't explain.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so lame, but it's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I love watching curling.
I think a part of that is playing the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games game and doing curling. Because, like, it really is boring.
It's a boring game to watch.
I also like the ski jump
I like the ski
because I just don't understand how they don't break both their legs every single
Yeah.
time. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
I like
I also like the
anything they race in. The racing's fun.
yeah. I like the snowboarding, like half pipe stuff.
Half pipe's awesome.
That thing's sick, and they'll be doing like the most insane stuff. It's awesome.
It is awesome. I'm just a huge snowboarding fan. It's something like in my lifetime I've always wanted to do, but I've never done. But I love snowboarding. I think it's sick. As for summer though,
You can come with my family to North Carolina.
but when I suck at snowboarding, my dreams are gonna be crushed.
Hey, everybody sucks at stuff when they start.
Yes.
Just tough it out.
And then the summer is fun too. I like the summer. Gymnastics I think is a lot of fun to watch, especially at the Olympic level because they're all really really good at it.
That's the best thing about the Olympics. You're not gonna you're not gonna watch
It's like the best in the world.
some crappy people.
And they're adding.
I like
some
watching
stuff to the
skating
summer.
when they did it 4 years ago now when they finally added it.
What type of like
Skateboarding.
skateboarding?
Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. Because skateboarding's really cool too. Breakdancing is this year. I'm excited to see like how the scoring works. Is it simply like a judge thing?
I'm sure
is
that it'll be like
is it a pop and lock-a-thon? Whoever stops dancing first is out.
I'm sure it'll be like figure skating type of stuff.
I'm looking forward to watching that though because I'm really curious about breakdancing. I think when the Greeks first started doing the Olympic Games,
That's what they had in
I don't
mind.
think breakdance. I think they'd see this today and be like, huh.
This is embarrassing.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to that. Basketball is kind of fun to watch.
Is pickleball in this year?
I don't think so.
I heard people talking
It
about
could
it.
be.
I'm gonna look it up.
They added a lot of stuff this year, so it's very possible. I also love water polo. Water polo is a fun game to watch. It's like soccer, but with swimming and throwing the ball. I also,
Volleyball, probably swimming.
volleyball?
That's what it feels like a little bit with the net.
Yeah. And I love just swimming in general because Michael Phelps is just an incredible freak of an athlete to watch do his thing. So,
Well, he's done and has been for a little bit. So.
I didn't know that.
Well,
then I'm not watching swimming.
Katie Ledecky is who I like watching in swimming. She's not human. Like, oh wow. Pickleball is 8 years away.
8 years away. Gotcha. That's cool.
Before it's even considered.
Oh,
So,
Nice.
said it was 2032 and onward before it would be
Yeah.
considered. So, that's cool. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'll just go watch that one clip of Katie Ledecky, like at the end of the race when like she finishes, and then it just looks like she's doing like a solo time or something, and then like 20 seconds later,
People
like
show up.
people start showing up, and it was just like, where were y'all?
I gotta remember who this person is.
Who?
The slopestyle winner in 2014.
Sorry, I just burped. I'm getting so excited about the Olympics now. When do they start?
April? So, no, it's not April.
It is literally
It's
May.
Today's the first day of May. That's crazy.
I'll look this up on my phone while you look that up on your computer.
April. Jamie Anderson. That's her name. Jamie Anderson, I watched her in 2014 win the gold in slopestyle for US of A. She's like insanely good at
July.
July. I wish I could show her Olympic gold run, like we would watch it together, because it was ridiculous. But I can't, because we're watching Kellyanne, and I'm using my computer. Diving, I love diving. Miss Laura, I like diving too. Diving's cool.
The diving is fun. I like senior night swimming is kind of fun to watch.
It is. It's I wonder like who decided like to like invent synchronized swimming. Like, here's a pool. Let's all wear the matching caps and do shapes.
And do stuff.
Like, it's cool. But I've always
It's
been
cool.
curious about that. Like, who's the first person?
I like
to
relay races
together?
of all kinds too.
Yeah.
I like those teams things.
I like hurdles. Hurdles are cool.
Hurdles are cool. They
scare me.
That was another one of the things that I thought I might have had a chance in because
Hurdles?
I'm tall,
Mm-hmm.
so I could actually jump the hurdles. But then you watch people do it, and
Yeah.
their legs are like in the jump for like
Dude,
5 milliseconds. Like it's just
those hurdles are high as frick.
yeah.
Like, they're not short. I thought they were like kind of eh. And then I went and tried one at the school one time. I jumped one, and I had to like do a box jump style jump to get over. I couldn't just do a running thing over it.
It would take me like I'd have to. Like I feel like when they're doing it, it almost looks like they just kind of like they just keep running, but just go a little bit higher on one movement.
It's like
But like I would have to do like a bend down and like jump over all of them to get over them. So it just wouldn't work for me.
and in the short distance of those things are away from each other, it's really like
Yeah,
it's crazy.
you're running so fast, you don't.
And then if they hit them, they just keep running.
Yeah.
And they don't stop.
I don't get how they're running so fast that when they hit them, they don't get their legs caught.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. These athletic freaks. Long jump and triple jump's also fun. I'm not a huge fan of the triple jump compared to the long jump though, because it's just like, come on, you need 3 jumps. Look at the long jumpers.
I had a friend who did triple jump. She got second in state.
Oh, that's what I was fearing. Pole vaulting.
Pole vaulting's crazy.
I love pole vaulting.
Pole vaulting's
There's always like insane stories of like the winners, like this is the first time I've ever got this height and all that stuff. It's crazy.
yeah.
I like all those.
Discus.
Yeah, that one's cool. I like the thing where they have the ball and chain and they spin around and throw it.
Dang, talk about your wife like that, bro.
Sorry, she can't get away from
I'm
me.
just joking.
Um,
No, that thing, the heavy weighted ball that they just have to
Yeah.
spin 100 times. before they
yeah,
throw.
similar to shot put, but shot put's just like go straight out.
Yeah.
Shot put's goofy.
Shot put's so goofy.
But that is the most like basic sport there is in the Olympics. Like it's literally just like one ball, and they're like, let's see how far you can throw it.
That's
Like it's. That's what founded the Olympics.
That's
They were
what-
like, this is all we have. This stone.
Aristotle was just like, I know what to do.
We can do this, guys. So
I wonder what the longest shot put is ever.
probably way farther than I'd assume.
Mm-hmm. Some man just like chunked that thing 100 yards one day.
All right, let's do this. Broke the sound barrier or something. Well, congrats to the Summer Olympics. You won.
See?
In 2026, the Winter
Winter.
Olympics will take its revenge. I wonder, we should do it again in 2026. See if the Winter Olympics coming up has anything
Yeah.
to say.
See if because of the
I wish
Summer
that
Olympics
the
this year.
Tokyo Olympics hadn't happened yet, because then I feel like that would be a good chance to be like, hey, I want to go to Japan and I can see the Summer Olympics or the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I wonder what the Winter Olympics are in 2026.
I looked it up a little bit ago, and one of the answers was Milan,
Milan. That would be a cool trip.
which I don't know if that's like official or if it was
Yeah.
because it had 3 places listed.
Oh, really?
So, and
I'm-
Milan was the only one I remember.
I know the 2028 summer is going to be in America. It's going to be in Los Angeles.
LA,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna suck.
Yeah, it's going to be the worst Olympics.
We are going to ruin the Olympics.
Somehow.
We're gonna make the prices so insane, and then the Olympics going forward, they're just gonna keep that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awful.
The Olympics should be free to attend.
TBH. Just being honest. It should be free to attend for us at least.
Hey, Olympics. Hit us up.
I wonder how much money it would cost to watch like every event.
I don't know. I don't think it's possible because
There's stuff going on
Yeah.
at the same time, essentially, and they're so far away. But like
Yeah.
to see at least one of every event, that
Probably
has
a
to
lot
be
of money.
possible.
I can't wait for Mr. Beast new video. I went to the Summer Olympics to give all these athletes a chance at $10,000. All you have to do is throw their event intentionally.
I've heard that Olympic athletes really don't make a lot of money.
Mm.
Like most of their money
don't.
comes from sponsorships,
Yeah. Just because they don't.
and you're only going to
Yeah.
get a good sponsorship if you're good.
Yeah.
Which I mean, again, you're in the Olympics. I always like watching the countries that have like one competitor, and it's just like, oh, it's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm always rooting for them. Like I want them to do good, but it's always like swimming, and then it's just like, come on, Katie Ledecky swims. You can't do that. It's not fair. So, but yeah,
It's not fair, guys.
you should have picked something else.
They look around and they can't believe we Jamaicans have a bobsled team. Man, that's a one country that had one sport. And yeah,
There's bobsled.
bobsled. That's a great movie.
What movie is that?
Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings. It's a movie about a Jamaican bobsled team.
Oh yeah, I remember it. I know the movie. I don't think I've seen it in a long time.
And then Jamaica got a bobsled team, but a 2-person bobsled team, not a 4-person.
You'd think that after that movie that they'd be inspired to have a full bobsled team. Oh well,
Bobsledding's something I've always wanted to try. Like, it looks fun.
it does look fun, but I've done it in Mario and Sonic to the Olympic Games, so I've essentially done it. Seems kind of scary though.
It does seem scary. That and I don't know what seems more scary, bobsledding or luge.
Is luge like the single one?
Mm-hmm. And it's just like it's an actual sled, not like a.
That
car-looking
seems
sled.
scarier than bobsledding.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd have a little protection in bobsledding.
Yeah.
But the scariest one is the jump. I know that I would die
Mm-hmm.
for like practicing that first day of practice, and boom, entire lower body's gone. And I know that because
And with it, Americans' hopes and dreams
yeah,
are winning.
I was the only one. I know that from my jump that I made last time I went skiing. I thought I was like 10 feet off the ground, and I almost fell and hurt myself when I landed. And when I watched the video back, I was like 2 inches off the ground.
Oh.
So, it's just, there go my ski jump dreams. Just over and over again. All the Olympics do is crush my dreams. Never watching again.
Dude, let's just like work really hard and be break dancers. We just pull out Fortnite dances.
Yeah, somebody would still go out there and crush us because we wouldn't even make it. The Olympics are so uninspiring.
Man, guys, come on.
They inspire me for a little bit at a time, and short bursts of that are quickly like come back with, oh dang, never mind. I'm not an Olympic athlete. I think it's too late for me to be one.
It's never too late.
Yeah, it is.
Why don't you like? I can't say that.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
You have a better chance.
Yeah, you're right. What a monster.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Well, how was your week?
Week's been good. Week's been good. Said it 3 times because it's been good. Not much to speak of. Got through my rough week, which was last week. The matcha didn't help.
The matcha freaking sucked. The first one was okay, but I can't get over how bad that one was.
If matcha wasn't so expensive, I would have considered switching to it. But I went back and looked at the prices because I was going to take a screen record of the insane Walmart prices of matcha for the video. and I found that 0.0 or 0.7 ounces for $7, and it was like the price per ounce was $10.34, but the price like $10.34 per ounce, but the price of the matcha was $7. I was like, that's crazy.
Hold up, there's something wrong here. This should be 7 cents.
Yeah, the price for I was like, wait, what? But yeah, so crazy.
Oh wait, $10.34, so $10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
And that was the first time I've seen like the dollar amount per ounce be more
Then
than the price, which is crazy. I don't get that. Matcha's really stupid for that, but it's too expensive for me. But that video should be out this week. But yeah, I got through my rough week. Had a busy weekend too with the pickleball tournament, but you know that was fun to an extent.
But Landon won one of the things.
He did win.
And
one
got
of the
second
things.
place in one of the things.
He did. They lost to an elderly couple who were freaking insane. I was like, oh my gosh, y'all are my inspiration.
Y'all didn't post the mixed doubles winners.
I thought I did post
on
them.
the story.
Oh no, I didn't post them on the story just because there were a lot of weird mixed doubles divisions. To be real, I didn't know the names of all the divisions, so I didn't want to post on my story and get home because there was like and plus there was a men's 60 plus that same day. There was a
Yeah, Landon was telling me that they had like all the divisions. Or maybe it was Logan, but I was just like, dang, I didn't bother looking because I knew I couldn't go.
the mixed doubles was
Shoot, Connor's wedding.
yeah, the mixed doubles was weird with how many different divisions of each thing there were, and there were like multiple 3.0s, and originally I was told that all the 3.0s were gonna fight, or not fight. All the 3.0s were gonna
After we finish playing pickleball, we're gonna duke it out in the Thunderdome.
But I thought like all the champions from each group were gonna like go to another playoff until there was one 3.0 winner, and they weren't. And so I thought, man, it's gonna be really weird if I post 4 3.0 mixed winners.
Did they just have a bunch of people sign up?
There were some people who didn't show up. What I thought was whack. You paid 30. Well, they're not a page yet, but a lot of people paid in person.
Let's say they were asking for that by not accepting online payments.
Uh,
Cash and check.
They really weren't accepting online payments.
From what I saw, it was you had to pay in cash or check.
I didn't realize that, but they had a Venmo sheet there, so you could have Venmo. But I didn't know they weren't doing online payments. It's kind of whack. Anyways, but it was fun, and then the actual.
I still
doubles
think it's
came.
because of us, because I signed us up for the completely wrong tournament.
Probably.
It's not my fault they were advertising a tournament that didn't exist.
Yeah. This tournament I do think was a lot better organized than the last tournament. The last tournament was mixed doubles, women's doubles, and men's doubles all in one big bracket, and they just dwindled down instead of having divisions and everything. So I think that this tournament was better with having like people you'd actually like be matched up against and make it competitive. Like
Maybe we could have actually gone far.
yeah, like Michaela and Landon playing that older couple. That was like an evenly matched game. They went to 3 games in the finals, and it was like that was an evenly matched game.
Did they play like? Did they do what we did, where the first games were just like 2-11, no 2-point wins?
It was there are 4 people in a group. You play everyone in your group to 1 game of 15, and then
No win by 2.
win by 2.
Dang,
You had to win by 2, and then
15's crazy.
in the championship, if you were the 1 seed, you'd play the 2 seed in the championship, and then the 3 seed play the 4 seed for 3rd place. And the championship was best of 3 to 11, 1 by 2. So
Were there prizes?
there were medals. And then there was a raffle.
Colton on a shirt.
Colton won a shirt. Cole Gordon, Mississippi State pitcher, who played Mississippi State pitcher from a few years back, also won a shirt. Pretty cool. He played in the 3.5 men's doubles
Dang.
and got 2nd place. So
Dang.
good for him. Michael got put in the 3.5 men's doubles, or not men's doubles, men's singles by mistake because he signed up for 3.0 and did very well. He kind of a little bit the only bad organization in the tournament was the singles, because somehow 2 people in his group ended up playing 2 games and not 3, and because they didn't play as many games, their point differential was better. They put them in over Michael, which was really stupid. Because Michael beat the guy who got second place, and the guy who got second place went 1-1, and not 2-1, which is what Michael did, beating the guy who went 1-1. So I don't know how.
Just put him through. That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense at all. Or just have the 2 people who played 1 game or 2 games each play each other, so that way they both play 3 games, and then
that's
figure it out. Because they did it by a record, and there was a tie record point differential, and so it doesn't make sense.
But 2-1 is better than 1-1.
I don't know. It was
0.5 and 0.66. What?
It was really stupid. I was like angry, and I wanted to say something, but like I'm the media guy, and I didn't do much to help create the bracket or organize the thing, so I wasn't gonna be that guy to be like, man, y'all really screwed the pooch on this one. And then the rest of the tournament went smoothly though. So it was just the singles that kind of, and just that division of the singles that kind of went whack. I did feel bad because there was not a 4.0 women's doubles, just because there weren't enough people to do that. And so Lily and Allie, who are on the competitive team, played 3.5
and swept.
I mean, wiped the floor with everybody. Their closest game, according to them, was in the championship, and it was 11-4. They won like 15-1, 15-3, 15-3. Went to the championship and won 11-1 and 11-4.
Are they both on the competitive team?
Mm-hmm.
Lily, the blonde one.
Mm-hmm. And then Allie.
She just not played.
Yeah, I was like, why'd y'all?
She's on the exec staff.
Y'all could have just.
She could just walked
everyone
around.
on the exec staff played except for me and Lily, the other one, the president.
Noticed.
And so I thought like none of the exec staff was gonna play, and that we were all just gonna like monitor the tournament and everything. Or I would have played with Michael in doubles because he didn't have a partner because Landon wasn't gonna play because of the wedding. But I didn't know that we were doing that we could do that, and that's what Benton did. Benton was a late entry because this older guy, his partner also left, and Benton played with him. And they got to the championship and lost in 2 games. But yeah, pretty crazy. I wish I would have known that ahead of time.
I wish I could have experienced just one thing with the pickleball club, but I couldn't do competitive, and I missed the tournament because of weddings. All of them were because of weddings.
Every last one of them.
So which is fine.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think I was talking to Logan. I ran into Logan at work on Monday when I was giving out Charlie's money, and I was asking him about the pickleball thing because he asked why I wasn't there, and so I was like, yeah, I was at my friend's wedding. I was in it, so obviously I couldn't do it. And I was like, but I'm not going to sit here and complain that I missed it, because any day of the week I would have chosen Connor's wedding over a pickleball tournament. So I'm not complaining. I'm not saying I wish I would have gone to the pickleball tournament.
Yes, he is, Connor. Connor, that's what he's saying. He's saying
Connor,
your
that's
wedding.
verbatim what I'm saying. It's just it would have been nice to be able to do both.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was like the weekend before or something. So although it would have sucked for it to be the weekend before, because then I wouldn't have been able to go see Jack and meet my niece. But you know, it was gonna mess up something no matter what. But you know, I would have chosen Connor's wedding over anything.
Yeah.
Realistically, I don't think anything could have happened that would have stopped me from going to Connor's wedding. It would have had to be like
The rapture.
the rapture. Jesus would have to have been back. So
I don't think Connor and Hunter would have had their wedding.
Yeah, at that point, I think that also would have been canceled. So, yeah. Speaking of the wedding, I'll talk about my week a little bit. Finished out school a little bit. I found out I made high enough on my exam on Thursday that I can still make an A in biopsych, I think. Here, I'm gonna let you tell me this, because I don't want to go embarrass myself by showing up to the exam just for like, why are you here?
You can't make an
A.
Does she not tell you if you can or can't?
So she sent us this email and it says, "Tell everyone, grades before the final exam are posted in Canvas. I also put that grade in the final grade column for students whose grade could not be improved by the final exam."
So if your grade's in the final exam column, then no, it cannot be.
But so I went and looked. Final grade
So that means your exam you could be
can
improved.
change it.
But you might need to make like a 100 because that's 4-point jump.
Yeah, I'm wondering if a part of it is from the fact. Well, see, I look at this. Hold on. I think the grade in Canvas is just wrong
She doesn't use Canvas the same.
because I have an 87.8
yeah. Okay.
on this. So realistically, I would need to make an 85.
Okay, that's doable.
And I think that's very doable because her finals are, for biopsych anyways, are 10, it is essentially Albert Bisson's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I said Albert Bisson's. I could have said Bisson's.
Well, that is his name.
And it is his name. Or essentially Bisson's, where like it's a bunch of essay questions, but she only makes us answer 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume that like realistically, because she's such a nice professor, that is like literally just so that way if you have done good enough but just fell a little short, that you can go in and boost your grade.
Yeah.
Because like, unless I just completely fudge it and don't know something, I feel like that's a free 100.
Yeah.
So, and she also said that she has a study guide for it that essentially tells you every topic. So I can get all the topics and know what I'm going to write about going into it. So,
So you're gonna do it?
yeah, I'm going to do it. Heck yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to do it. It's not until the 7th, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I'm going to look that up, too.
I'm currently waiting for my last exam grade to come back from.
Yeah, I need to
consumer
know
behavior.
when my 8 a.m. on 5/7. Yeah. I need my grade for DevPsych to come in because
Yeah.
I've never been more nervous that my grade will go from like an 86 to a C. I did so bad on that exam. I'm nervous as crap about it.
I thought I was gonna have to make a 95 on my consumer behavior exam to get an A, and then he told us there was a 5-point extra credit if we did this research thing that he was doing,
So
which
now
I
you have
did.
to make a 90.
I have to make a 90, and I really think I did it. Like but I know I'm gonna get my grade back and I'm gonna get an 88, and I'm gonna be like. And he told us that I'm really stupid because it's attendance is not required class, and I skipped a few times when we was talking about classical and operant conditioning because I'm like, okay, and when I say like the very basics of operant and classical conditioning, and I'm like, I know this stuff frontwards and backwards, so I didn't go, and then I got into a habit of not going to that class and doing productive schoolwork instead. So but at the beginning of the semester, he said, I'm not going to punish you for not coming to class because attendance isn't required, y'all are adults, but if you miss 3 classes or less, I will give you 5 extra credit points on your lowest exam. And now I'm like, dang. I didn't think I was going to be this close to on the cusp, or I would have gone to class.
That's tough.
But yeah, so we'll see if that comes back to bite me, which it probably will, but it's okay.
Then you would have only had to make an 85.
Yeah. Which I'm going to get an 88, I already know. I'm going to be like right there on the cusp of it.
That's okay. If you got those 5 bonus points, you probably would have made an 83.
You're right.
It was just meant to be.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Here's to hoping though.
So, yeah. I felt good about that exam, which is nice. It was I studied a lot for that biopsych exam, and it was the first one where I was going through it, and all the write-out questions, I knew every one of them, and I felt so good about it. There was one of them I was a little iffy on, but I'm pretty sure I got it right. But it sucked because there was a decent amount of multiple choice questions that I was scared and iffy on. But it was my highest grade I made on any of the exams, so I was proud of myself. I didn't make an A on it, but I made high enough to get an A in the class, and that's all that matters to me. So,
That's all I care about.
but yeah, what sucks is that I was only 11 points off of already having an A, which means that like if I just made 2 points more on every exam, essentially, I'd be like so close to where like I could have got bonus points somewhere else or something. I don't know, like 2 or 3 more points on all the exams, I would have just had an A. So that's a little tough, but yeah, there was that. That was Thursday night. Went to Bible study. That was good. Got the final things I needed for Connor's wedding, and then Friday I went and picked up my suit.
Did you look dapper?
Yeah, I didn't get any pictures.
Really?
Of me in my suit, so
Mm.
I'm pretty bad about that. I'll notice that I'll be like telling somebody about something, and then I'll just have no pictures. Which I've lived my life through these pictures, the mental images. I got them all.
Well,
Except that I was
when I go to show somebody, look, can you see?
Come on.
This is what I looked like.
No. I have a bunch of pictures of I'm really bad about taking pictures with me in them, because when I see a pretty view, my first thought is, wow, I need a picture of me in this view. It's wow, let me get this view.
Yeah.
And so like from Spain, like 95% of my pictures are like just beautiful sights. Like I'm not going to take the time to be like, hey, somebody take my picture in front of this cathedral that was built in the 1400s. I'm not going to do that. It's dumb. Yeah. But so, yeah, I didn't really get... I mean, obviously there were pictures taken of me because it was a wedding, and so... But those are, like, professional photos that will take a while to be, like,
Yeah.
done. So I'm not even, like, asking for those. And there were... Yeah, so... There were some pictures that were taken and posted on that one Instagram account that was, like, doing the business that was doing the music and stuff, because they made an Instagram post and I was in that.
Oh.
But it was because I was standing right behind Hunter and Connor in one of the pictures, and
Yeah.
it was like a group photo. So yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty cool.
He's cool.
But yeah, the wedding was awesome. Friday night was the rehearsal dinner. The rehearsal itself took longer than the wedding.
It's not uncommon.
It's not.
Just because you probably run through the thing twice.
One of the rehearsals took longer than the wedding. Like that.
Okay.
Either way, I guess that's still not super uncommon. But for the weddings I've been in, that is uncommon, because 2 of the 4 I've been in have been long.
Yeah.
One of the 4 I've been in was obnoxiously long. I won't say who, but you know who I'm talking about if you're watching this. I loved your wedding. It was just really long. That's all I'm saying. Golly. Hey, calm down, bro. Hey, golly.
He's in the crowd.
It was no hate. It was a long wedding, and I'm sure they enjoyed that. They got to soak up the moment. Yeah. The rehearsal dinner, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. I once again found myself in a situation where the whole time people were giving speeches, I was like, I want to talk. I never freaking did.
You never did.
3 times now. 3 freaking times now. With the entire time, I was just like, I know what I want to say. I need to say that.
At my wedding, I'm just going to give you the mic.
Caleb has something to say.
Caleb Ladd would like to say something.
Pee pee poo poo.
It's going to be the one time you don't have something to say.
I don't really know much about this guy. Let's get these freaks married. Yeah. No, I'll have something to say. It will be vulgar.
It will not be.
It will not be nice.
It'll be very PG-13 or.
Let's just say, if this is a PG-13 movie, I'm using my F-bomb.
I can assure you.
I don't cuss, Mom. So yeah, I was very sad about that I didn't talk, but I might like write him a letter or something and say what I wanted to say. But
Thanks for letting me talk at your stupid wedding, Connor. I didn't want to anyways. That's what I'd say.
yeah, you're right. They did a little slideshow that was really cute. It made me tear up. It was like pictures of them when they were babies, and then like before they met, and then after they met, and like I mean, I know a decent bit of like Connor's like story, and I know most of it is that, but it was like, and a lot of it involves Hunter, but like it was crazy seeing the before pictures and the after pictures, because like Connor just looks like a different person. Like his the light in his eyes is just there, and what after he like starts dating Hunter, it's like wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was one of the things that made me tear up. I was just like, bro is happy. Bro is just so happy, and it made me happy. And there's also a picture of, I don't even remember if I was in the picture, but one of my memories with Connor is, I don't know, I probably won't be able to find this. But we were in a church play when we were like little kids, and yeah, well, I found it relatively fast.
The rocket ship from bullets.
Yeah, we were in a little church play, and we got to dress up in overalls, or not overalls, suspenders, and bow ties, and be nerds, and it was awesome. It was awesome.
Let me see you. Connor
Connor had
looks
the
as
glasses
handsome as ever.
with the tape on
Yeah.
in the middle.
You look like you're about to time travel.
We do time travel. So yeah. That was one of the things I thought about. A picture of Connor wearing that outfit was in it, and I don't remember if I was in the picture. But I was in the slideshow at some point, I think. I don't even remember. The slideshow was so cute, I just forgot everything except for Connor and Hunter. But that was one of the things that I thought of, like, Connor made like a joke about it on the way back from the bachelor trip. He was like, because half the people on like in his wedding party, I knew who they were, but I didn't know them at all because they were just like people from New Hope, and like even like his brother, like I never really met Chaz before, so and it was fun getting to know him. But on the way back, he was talking to, and we were talking about like just like friends and stuff, and then I said something as a joke, and his response was just, I don't even remember what I said or what prompted it. It might not have even been something I said, but he was like, he just said something about how it was crazy how like me and him we were always friends for some reason, and then I thought about it because like I don't really remember being too close with Connor until college. Like, but then I thought about it. We were in the same E group. We did every church camp together because he was always with us. And even like all the way back to when we were in like 5th and 6th grade, or 4th and 5th grade even, we were doing like plays like this together, like every year. And I was like, dang, literally since I moved here, I've been hanging out with Connor. And it just like, and I realized, that's one of the things I want to say, that I was like, I really took Connor for granted, because I never, but yeah. I'm gonna get all emotional talking about it, so I'm just gonna stop. But yeah, that was the rehearsal dinner. The wedding was beautiful. It was an outdoor wedding, and it was pretty windy, which I had to like really just, okay, it's okay, but my hair was blowing everywhere, and
This is not how I planned my special day.
and it actually did kind of stop during the wedding, but like during the pictures, I'm nervous to look at those pictures because I know my hair is gonna look terrible.
Yeah.
But that would have been the same whether it was an outdoor wedding or not, so. It was really funny. Colton was there, and I had a good view of Colton. And there was like, the front half of the people were in the shade, and the back half
Or in the sun.
weren't.
Yeah.
And Colton was sitting there like this the whole time. It was so funny. Like, it was just like, I was like,
That's so cool.
But
That picture Michaela posted of the part or the reception.
Colton in the background.
Colton's like this. I'm like, dude, you know he was boogieing.
Me and Colton boogie down.
Bro had to boogie.
Uh,
I can't wait. I want to boogie. I haven't boogied in so long. The last time I boogied was prom, and I hated prom.
I boogied a few times in recent years. That was the hardest I've ever boogied in my life, though. I put it all out there. I left it.
Screwed tonight.
The weirdest thing about the wedding, like they did some things that were different because they can do whatever they want. It's their wedding. Tradition's not always important, but all the bridesmaids had different colored dresses, and then all the guys were wearing black ties, and then the flowers we had, the boutonniere things, were like colored based off the dress of the girl we were walking,
That's pretty cool.
which was pretty cool. I think it would have been cool if we had different colored ties, but like in my head, it kind of looks dumb.
Yeah.
It doesn't, because it's such a small part. It wouldn't work the same as the dresses being different colors.
Yeah.
But I also, like in my wedding, I think unless my wife really wants them to have different colored dresses, I think they're going to be the same color. And I want light purple. But again, that I have zero impact on that decision.
Yeah.
I mean, I have impact on it because if my wife also liked purple and she's narrowed it down to like 2 colors and one of them's purple, she'll probably go with purple.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted light purple or light blue, but then Andy did light blue, and light blue's like off the table. You know, I can't do that because then I'd just be copying him. Darn you!
I'll do light blue for you because he's not my brother.
Thanks. That means a lot to me.
I'm just kidding. I think Lauren.
I was hoping y'all would do like
I think Lauren wants to do
superheroes.
superheroes.
Like
Wear a Spider-Man.
yeah,
I don't think
No.
Lauren's gonna let me do
a
that.
costume.
Oh no, yeah, she's definitely not gonna let me do that. I think the color.
Everybody's
she
just in
wants
cosplay of one of their favorite characters. I can be Giyu.
She's
JJ
just
can be
a-
Lightning
is-
McQueen.
Oh, that'd be so funny. I was thinking that the wedding I went to earlier this year, they did something so smart that I want to do at my weddings. You know how like everyone wants a picture with the bride and groom because I mean it's the bride and groom's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
What they did is after the wedding, they had like this table, in like not the center of the room, but the front of the room, and then they'd call a table number up one by one to get whatever pictures they wanted, and after you got your pictures, you got in line to get food. So they would like table 1 would come up, take the pictures, and then they go get food. I was like, dude,
That leaves for an awkward situation if
smart.
somebody just didn't care about getting pictures. Like everybody's gonna feel obliged. Just like, I don't really care.
it is, but you know,
It's a good idea though.
good idea. I might do that. We'll see. I don't get to pick everything though.
You don't get to pick much.
If I got to pick everything, it would be a cosplay wedding. I would be Peter Parker
Guys, I finally did it.
in my vow.
I'm Peter Parker.
You are the Spider-Man to my Peter Parker. You are the lightning to my...
You know what they say? With great power comes great responsibility. What? How does it even apply?
You remember that passionate kiss that Tom Holland and Zendaya had in Spider-Man No Way Home before she forgot him? I'm gonna
Let's
kiss
do
you
that
so
now.
hard you're gonna forget me.
What? It was really funny when Connor and Hunter were reading their vows to each other. They were like taking pictures, probably videoing it too. And obviously they didn't want us in the pictures or anything, but they did it right in front of the place we were staying, which had a glass door.
Mm.
So like everybody was watching. We were just kind of like either way in the back to where we hopefully weren't seen, or just like barely peeking out the window. And I was just like, this seems like you could have just done it somewhere else.
So they didn't do it in the reception? Or
In the wedding.
in the wedding? Yeah.
Which made the wedding really short. 'Cause
Mhm.
they were out there for a while. Something that they did in their wedding that I'm probably going to do is they took the Lord's Supper together.
That's nice.
And it was cool because, like, nobody else did it because it was just them.
Yeah.
And it also wasn't like David was doing the wedding, and it wasn't like he sat there and was leading them through it. Like Connor led them through it.
That's cool.
It was really cute. I was a fan. I think they had the best food overall from the weddings I've been to.
Yeah. I've not had good food weddings in recent time.
I don't remember Jack's food. I'm trying to. I'm sorry, Jack. I remember sitting in that table at that table. I remember sitting at that table, and all that stuff, all that good stuff.
All that stuff.
With this was my seater. This was where I knew where to sit. This was sitting at the table, so I knew, like, hey, this is Caleb's seat. It was like that.
Can you explain it to me again? Because I'm confused.
This was where I was told, like, this was sitting at a seat at the table, and this was where I was supposed to sit because it says my name. If you had gone in, you could have made a very good claim on this one. Been like, hey, that's literally my name. Let me sit here. And I'm like, crap.
He's right.
You win this time, bud. But yeah, I can't taste the food. I remember it. I'm looking at the plate,
Right.
and I remember eating it, and I remember it just being decent. But their cakes were really
It was
good.
just deep. Pick it up next time.
The issue with wedding food is that, you know, it's like such a big day. People either go too fancy, or the food just sits there for so long that it gets cold. And so, like, I feel like even if the food is really good, it doesn't have the chance to be really good because it's not hot enough. Which was something that was nice about Connor and Hunter's wedding, because one of the things they had was lasagna, and that would be nasty cold. And so it was in one of those, like, kind of heated pans, I think, and it was nice and warm and good. It was delicious lasagna. The saddest thing, though, was that they had watermelon slices, and since I was a groomsman, I felt like it would look bad if I went straight up there, so I waited for the line to completely die down, and they were out of watermelon slices. They had one left when I got up there, and then the person in front of me took it. So
That sucks.
it was sad.
I'll get you some watermelon slices at my wedding, not just for you. Just to give you like your own little bucket.
That would really mean a lot to
You
me.
could pull them out of your coat while you're on stage.
It was funny. Cody, like my old youth pastor, was there, and when I saw him, I felt really sad that my parents weren't there. Like, I just got sad because I wish they could have been there. But yeah, I was talking to him, and his youngest child, he was carrying his youngest child. And we were just talking, and I had taken my suit off, or my coat off, so I was just wearing like a white shirt. And his son was eating watermelon, and then just out of nowhere, he went and threw it at me, and it hit my shirt. And I just like looked down and flicked the watermelon off, and I was like, why'd he do that? And then Cody was just laughing, and he was like, I'm sorry, I don't know why he did that. And then he was like, but it looks like he hit your tie, so it shouldn't do anything. I was like, no, he got my shirt, and there was like a little red spot on my shirt. I was like, it's whatever. I don't care that much.
It's a rental.
Yeah, it was a rental. If it was mine, I'd be more upset, honestly. But I thought it was kind of funny. Oh, gosh, yeah, I had to mention this, dude. Friday, I'm glad you mentioned it being a rental. So Friday, I went to the suit place, and like they were really nice and stuff. So, you know, it's cool. It's cool. It's just.
Where'd you go?
It's where Hunter works. It's called Bride and Groom.
That's where I get my prom tux. When I went to prom.
Which I'll mention that again. But so this made me so mad. I've never liked the idea of tipping, especially not after Spain. Seeing Spain's restaurant economy really just made me hate tipping more. I hate that service workers rely on tips for their income. Like I just think that's wrong. It's not fair. But that's not to say I don't tip. I agree with tipping because they rely on it. But in an ideal world, they would just make a good hourly pay. And then if they were a really good server, they would get tipped. Because there are like servers that suck at serving but they don't suck at it. They don't care, and then you still have to tip them, or else you're the bad guy for not tipping your bad server. Like that's bullcrap. It's stupid. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of tipping. I wish it didn't exist. I wish that it exists in the way that I just said. Like, if you did really good at your job, you got a tip. Because that's how tipping should work. It's literally extra. Go down a rabbit hole. But one thing that always cracks me up is like the tipping at football games when you buy your $15 water and they're like, "Do you want to add a tip?"
Oh no, I never tip there. Like,
why the world would I tip you?
especially
I
nuts.
grabbed this
Yeah.
water, walked to the line, put my card. I did everything. The
Yeah,
only thing you had to do was charge me for the $5 Dasani. Why did I even buy a $5 Dasani? This crap tastes like mole water.
It's so funny.
Like, if you tip there,
you're an idiot.
you're an idiot. You're just stupid. Like, no, that is so dumb. And pretty much any place that is not like a service job, it's just so like food service. It annoys me so bad when they ask for a tip. It's like, you're making like at least $8 an hour, which is how much I make, and I don't get tips.
Yeah.
So you do not deserve a tip any more than I do. And especially if you're just standing here not doing anything. Like,
the food's pre-made. You didn't do it.
you didn't do crap.
The water's in the cooler that I grabbed. You didn't.
So I'm sure you can see where this story is going.
Yeah.
I go to finish paying off my tux, and then a screen pops up, and it was like, she was like, "You're gonna have to answer a couple questions." I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be like, was something good? Like what Five Below does, a little survey thing." I thought that's what it was gonna be, and then I looked, and the options were it was a tip thing, but there was no tip. It was $10, $20, $25, and $40.
Was there a skip?
No.
It's crazy.
I looked at it, I hit X. And it was on a flat screen, so she could see everything too. I hit X, and then it canceled the payment. And I was like, I looked at her, I was like, "I think I canceled the payment." And she's like, "Oh, here, let me redo it." And then she's like, "You just have to press one of those things on the screen." I was like,
It's wild.
"Really?" And then so I just put my card in. And I was like, she's consciously aware that I'm making an effort not to tip her now.
Yeah.
And so at that point, I put my card in hoping it would work, and I waited a couple of seconds, nothing happened, so I just clicked the $10 one, and I was like, "This is
So,
freaking stupid." It made me so
Yeah.
mad. I was like,
well, I'm not using the bride and groom.
yeah, that was enough for me not to go back. Like,
I mean, I get it, like, for the measuring part, because they are the ones that measure you and everything, but, like,
they
for,
make hourly.
for picking up a tux, like, they didn't do anything. with
Like,
picking
they-
up a tux.
And from what I've heard, they get their tuxes like from other places. They don't like, if they made them or something, that'd be a little
Yeah.
different. Still, they make hourly. Oh gosh, it's so stupid.
And the lowest amount is
$10? I mean, I get I was paying like $100 something bucks for the freaking suit, but like
That's food.
that is a lot of freaking money. That's more than I make hourly.
Yeah.
I hate tipping so much.
That's.
And I get made out to feel like a bad guy for not liking tipping, but I still do it
Yeah.
if I'm at a sit-down
Nobody
service
likes
job.
tipping, but it's just something you.
If
do.
I go to a fancy restaurant and my server is super nice, that's when I
They're
like
not.
tipping.
Yeah.
When I go to Bulldog Burger and my server comes out twice to get drinks and let me order my food and isn't even the one to bring me my food out, and I still have to tip because they make $2 and
Yeah. I get it. It's okay.
we just went down a tipping rabbit, or I went down a tipping rabbit hole.
I'll continue it.
I
When
I freaking hate tipping. It makes me so mad.
when I went to Branson with my dad over Christmas break, we stopped at a comic book store, and there was a tip off.
Dude, that's so dumb.
the
That
thing
is
is,
so stupid.
I ended up tipping $1, and the reason being is because there was a specific comic book I was looking for that they were sold out of, and that dude searched the store for like 10 minutes and then found a copy. So I was like, okay,
See, he deserves a tip.
sure. Yeah, I gave him a tip.
I think tips should be allowed
He
in
was-
any industry.
he was also
it just shouldn't
really
be
nice.
asked for.
Like, I asked him, is there any chance you have this comic book? And he said, was it over there? And I said, no, it wasn't. And he went over there and checked, and it wasn't there. he said, okay, let me look in the back. He went to the back, and it wasn't there. Then he checked the pile of pickups that nobody, or pools that no one came to pick up, and there wasn't. He said, actually, there's one more place. And he went through like a 10.
And then he pulled it out of his butt.
He pulled it out and he said, oh, you're so lucky, dude. Now, there's a factory error with it, and he showed me it was like a lettering was like blurry or something, but it wasn't that big of a deal. I really found it in there. He was like, but if you want it, it's yours. I'm like, bet. So I got the comic I wanted, and I dabbed him up, and we talked about comics like
I saw that at Kroger or at Hobby Lobby yesterday.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where Lauren got it from.
Yeah.
That's also where I got that.
Nice.
It was $12. Thought it was a steal.
Dang, that is a good deal. Yeah. So tipping sucks.
Tipping sucks.
Mainly, I hate electronic tipping. Like, when there's a tip jar, I don't really care where you're at if there's a tip jar. I don't feel bad about ignoring a tip jar. But when you, like, the reason it's online tipping is because the majority of people have shame when they're checking out and the person that they are actively taking money away from technically is looking at you and you're like,
It's psychology.
you're watching them, they're watching you say no. I don't care anymore. I gladly would have said no on the stupid
Tux thing?
Tux thing. Cause I didn't feel bad about it. I was annoyed.
I didn't tip, but I think with me and Colt,
I did more work. I had to try the suit on.
Yeah.
Why'd they tip me?
Friday night, me and Colton went to Obies, and they had the same thing. It's like Peppers, the screen, and you can tip at the screen. And I didn't know tip, because that lady was rude as frick that took my order, and then I realized, crap, she's not the one serving me.
I mean,
felt bad.
You
But-
can. My thing is with like Peppers, like when you tip, they just give you cash.
Yeah.
I don't know if Obies does it,
They don't.
but they
Yeah,
give it to the
for it.
servers. But like, they still make you feel bad about pressing no tip. It's like, what if I brought cash with me to leave on the table? Just because I say no tip at the
Doesn't mean
register
no
doesn't
tip.
mean I'm not gonna tip. Like, ugh.
I will say a good way to get cash back without having the cash back fee if you needed to is to go to Peppers.
Go to
and
Peppers.
Ask for a tip, and then you
$50 tip. Wow, you're so kind.
And then don't.
No, I'm not.
I just need $50.
It's honestly a genius move.
Yeah.
Sir, $100 tip? Nah.
I had to get.
Give me my money.
I went to Dollar General. I went to a baseball game Monday for a kid in the youth group at First Methodist, and I owed him gummy bears because he played guitar on stage with me, and I've been trying to get him to. And I told him if he played, I'd give him gummy bears because he loves Haribo gummy bears. So I went and bought him Haribo gummy bears, and I had to get $10. CCA is so dumb. $10 to go to a 1A private school baseball game with no. Oh my gosh. So I had to get $10 cash back, and I ended up paying $11 for the gummy bears and the cash back, and then there was a fee that made it $12. I was like, I spent $11 to get $10, and I feel really stupid, but it's okay.
Should have gone to Peppers.
Should have gone to Peppers, man. Hey, I gotta get you gummy bears. Here's some chips in a hotel for your game.
Hey. I would have been happy with it. Well,
Yeah.
not from Peppers. I've had McAllister's Chips and Rotel twice in the past week. Both times, actually, now that I think about it, was after going to the Tux place. When I picked up my suit, I went and got McAllister's. When I dropped off my suit, I went and got McAllister's. So good for me. But yeah, well, I went to. It was funny. On my way to drop the suit off yesterday, I left a little early so I could get food, and I had a dentist appointment at 2:30, and I went early so I could eat the food, and then it would leave my teeth before I sat down in the dentist chair for them to clean my teeth. So that's why I left when I did. But on the way there, I was like, I wonder if Hunter's gonna be there, 'cause she got married 3 days ago, and I knew that they weren't on their honeymoon yet, and I was like. But I feel like she's going to get off work for just getting married. And then I thought about that a little bit longer. I was like, there's no way that she would get off work because then that would mean that she would have another week off for her honeymoon. And then I'd be like, then everybody would take a week off of work and then go on their honeymoon. So yeah, she was there. When I saw her. And then I stopped and talked to her for like 20 minutes. It was fun catching up. I hadn't seen her since the wedding.
And I have a newfound respect for Lost Pizza Company.
Really?
Their chips and Rotel is insanely good.
Do I need to try this?
Dude, it's so good. It's like queso and Rotel almost. It's not that Velveeta cheese that everyone else eats. It's so freaking good. I was very thoroughly impressed.
I guess I should try this.
It might just be chips and queso, but JJ told me it was chips and rotel. He's the one that ordered it because he had a card for it, and we split it. It was so gosh, dude, it's mad good.
When did y'all go?
A couple weeks ago. It's been a minute, but how long ago was that?
$5 20-ounce smoothie. I wish I could get the Dude Perfect smoothie.
That's I started the fact that they advertised the Dude Perfect smoothie so heavily on that thing. By the way,
To be fair,
did she say you could get it without the collector's cup with that one, or was that
this is a 20-ounce. The Dude Perfect one
only comes in 32?
Yeah, no, you can.
Wow.
Well, technically you can't because they apparently don't sell it without the collector's cup anymore, which is dumb.
So dumb.
Because when we went, they literally did, and it was $1 cheaper. But the
Hey, it's May.
they might have it. I'm gonna wait a couple weeks like I did for that one, but I am gonna go get it since I got the first two. And that smoothie is
I
good,
know these good as fruit.
dude.
I want to go get it again for the smoothie.
It was better the second time. I want to get it again just in case they don't sell it anymore. I'm scared it's gonna be a limited time smoothie, which would suck.
Yeah, it is a limited time smoothie. That's all.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that it was limited time with the cups.
Yeah, maybe it is. I just know it's limited in some regard.
I was hoping that it would be limited time with the cups, and then it would become like a 20-ounce, 32-ounce, 40-ounce smoothie.
That would be nice.
Because that would be nice. Because I'd go get a 20-ounce smoothie every once in a while because they're too expensive. I did. I with the buy one get one. I got 2 smoothies, and one of them was the Dude Perfect one with the cup. So
Sorry, it's Caleb stretch time.
it is. That did happen, but yeah. So I had a dentist appointment yesterday. No cavities. I was wrong.
Good job.
I always get nervous I'm gonna have cavities, but I've been a good boy. I've been brushing my teeth and flossing, so I'm chilling. Got to catch up with my dentist, which, as I was talking about last week, I love my dentist. I like going to the dentist just to talk to my dentist, and the hygienists are always super nice too. I'm pretty sure my hygienist was one of the groomsmen's mom. I'm gonna ask him tonight.
It's possible.
Because I know that she works as a hygienist at the dentist I go to, and they had the same name. So I'm like, there's just no.
It's more than likely.
There's no way it's not. And I was.
It's probably.
I didn't want to just ask, but when my dentist came in, Dr. Singley, he asked how life was, and I was like, life's great. Been really busy, especially this past week. It was my friend's wedding, and I was hoping that she would be like, oh, my son was in a wedding this weekend. I'd be like, I know, or something like that.
We were groomsmen.
We were groomsmen together. But she did not make any comment on that, so I'm just gonna ask him tonight.
Was Chaz the best man?
Him and Delarian both were, because Hunter had both of her sisters as the
Nice.
matrons, because they're both married, matrons of honor. So yeah, the dentist was cool, and then I had to be back here by 3:55 at the latest to go to the movie, and everything was perfectly timed. As soon as I sat down in the movie theater is when the movie, the thing started, so I could go get popcorn. But yeah, no, I noticed it on the way there. There were some cars going slow on the bypass, and I didn't think much of it, and then on the way back, it literally, for about a mile, was standstill traffic of cars.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it went from where you turn on by Waffle House, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It went from before there, probably at the Chick-fil-A exit. It went from around there all the way to the Shell station.
Was there a wreck or something?
They were paving the road, so it was only one lane. And dude, it was awful. I was like, as long as I can get through this by 3:20, I think I'll be back. And then 3:30 rolled around, I was like, this sucks. But I made it back.
I didn't realize. I saw 2 Lionsgate movies yesterday. My Gentleman in Warfare was a Lionsgate movie. Haven't been intro. Also, when we went back and bought our tickets, all of us had a medium drink on our cards. So that was cool.
Oh, so I guess you don't have to check your
It was funny. I don't know if it was just like that night thing because we all had one, and Colton's definitely seen more movies than I have this year.
That's true.
But I don't know. That movie was so good, dude.
Really?
Both of them were.
Was it better than Unsung Hero?
It got higher on the Peach Crisp scale by like 2 points.
What did it get?
91. And then Gentleman Warfare got 93.
I gave Unsung Hero a 93.
They're both based on true stories. One's a lot more fictional than the other, but. What time is it?
Almost 8.
Want to sing a song for the people?
I'm okay.
Huh?
I'm okay.
Why not?
Because I can't sing. We've been over this.
What if it was Oh, Where's My Hairbrush?
I still can't sing.
What is Oh, Where's My Hairbrush?
But I still can't sing.
I'm gonna get discovered after that.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna be like, hey,
That was a nice intermission.
I want to sign you to a record deal. Hey, no, I'm putting it. No, Caleb.
You get addicted and then you don't stop.
Well, I can talk and play.
Yeah, but then there's 3 different audios going on.
Let me read it.
I probably won't see the Warfare movie. I might watch it when it comes on streaming, but I've said that about every movie I haven't seen, and I haven't watched any of them yet, so.
Me and the boys are talking about going to see it again next Tuesday. I think Cole gave it a 96. It was so funny when Leah came out of the like, compared to Monkey Man, that thing's a masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece, but it's a great movie.
I thought it looked kind of fun, and then I saw reviews saying that it was just, like, the action wasn't super good, and it was Marvel humor.
The action wasn't. The action was incredible, and the humor, in my opinion, was very not Marvel humor. But
I haven't seen it, so I can't really talk on it.
I looked at the IMDb gave it a 7.3. Rotten Tomatoes critics
It was like
at 93,
70 and...
and audience was 71.
No, I think it was the other way around.
You think audience was
Yeah,
93?
audience
critics
was high.
was one. Could have been. One was a 95.
Gosh,
one was a
the
71.
title sucks. I hate the title of this movie.
The one part about the movie I did not like is at the end of the movie, the Prime Minister of England was speaking to him, and he said the name of the title.
Yeah, 7192.
I love that movie, dude. The humor, in my opinion, was great because it wasn't like the whole movie. It wasn't just a bunch of jokes. Like it was serious, and then there would be like dry humor spots in it that were
It was a
just,
serious movie?
for the most part, yeah.
Okay. That's the reason I didn't want to see it. I don't like comedies.
There were definitely some jokes in there,
I mean,
but
when I say I don't like comedies, I mean I don't like movies like...
it was very Inglourious Bastards.
I don't like straight comedies.
Yeah.
Like
It was-
adult comedies that are literally just like alcoholic sex jokes or weird
Yeah, it's not
jokes.
what
It's
that
like,
was.
they're so boring. It's like, how many times can we say the F word in this movie?
And that's the thing. I don't know why the movie was rated R because there was a lot of blood.
Apparently there was only 2 F bombs. There was 3 and one of them was bleeped out.
There were 2 F-bombs, and the 2 F-bombs were in the span of 5 seconds. Like, I don't know why it got an R rating. I guess because it had more than 1 F-bomb, but...
Yeah, I'm
It
pretty sure
was-
it's 1. But at that point, I'd assume if you're the script writer, just take one of them out. Although it's probably too bloody.
There
too.
were definitely some blood scenes that were kind of like, okay, I get that, but it really wasn't that bad. Like, you know me and gore, I'm really bad with it. I sat through that whole thing without flinching once. The characters got a 15 on the scale. The characters were all awesome, especially Henry Cavill's character.
I
know
like the way
he's-
his character looks.
I know he's Superman and everything, but that might be my favorite Henry Cavill character I've ever
I
watched.
don't like his Superman, so
But dude, he was freaking
I like
sick.
Henry Cavill a lot, but I don't like
Listen.
the way his Superman's written. I
Yeah.
think he's written horribly.
Oh.
But that's another rabbit hole that I could chase,
Yeah.
or I could just get back to tipping. Gosh, I'll never tip again. This is the end.
What if Henry Cavill's your waiter?
I think I'd be less inclined to
Because
tip
he's
because he
rich.
doesn't need my
Yeah,
money.
that's true.
I'd assume that he would pay for my food if he was my waiter. Like, if I walked into a restaurant, Henry Cavill was my waiter, the entire meal I would assume that this was like, and Henry Cavill's gonna pay for your food. Like, I'd order everything off the menu, and then if they didn't pull that on me, I'm dining and dashing.
Yeah.
It'd be worth it. I'd get arrested or fined or something, but I got to hang out with Henry Cavill. So, Henry Cavill, if you feel inclined, come be my waiter. Hey,
Pay for my meal.
it's out there. Offer's been put down. Hey,
No take that.
all you gotta do is accept, and then boom, you can be my waiter. Hey, I said it. I meant it. Let's do this. Let's make it happen.
Pickleball?
It's pickleballing day. Do you think JJ's awake?
He said he was waking up at like 7:55, but I haven't heard his alarm.
I heard somebody moving out there.
Maybe it's changed it. Unsung Heroes got me speaking Australian. Might be.
Mate.
Good eye. Good eye.
I thought it was funny in like that
You-
the when they first got to America and he was talking to the ticket gate lady and she was like, "What?" It was like, I mean, he had an Australian accent.
You can't understand what he was saying.
You could understand what he was saying.
Why didn't y'all just say so?
I mean, maybe it was like that probably happened, which is why they had the scene, and it probably would have made a lot more sense in like the 90s.
Yeah.
But I was like, I feel like she could
Yeah.
have got the gist.
Yeah.
Because he said like something about how is there any way we can get on the flight or something like that. I'm assuming he's already left though.
Well, I want to know how long a train ride is from LA to Nashville, simply because I want to know if it took longer than 3 days, because that was 3 days until the next flight.
$63 hours and 6 minutes.
24. Yeah, so it's less than 3 days waiting for a flight. Okay. So I was curious about that because I know they were like it definitely had to be an overnight trip for more than a night, but yeah.
A couple of days went by while they were on the train. So
Yeah.
That'd be a long
It's a long train
train,
ride.
train ride. I'd say just drive at that point, but they didn't have a car. So
And the thing is, though, if you do take a train, where the train tracks are, it's a bunch of scenic routes, so like it would be really pretty, but 63 hours is
yeah,
it's a long train ride.
go see Unsung Hero.
Go see it; it's really good.
Really
Alright.
good.
Well, I'm Caleb Griffin.
I'm Caleb Ladd. I just got Caleb and
You got Caleb A.M. You're taller than me.
sorry.
We'll see you guys when we see you guys.
Next Wednesday is what I was meant to say. Because that's the Caleb and day.
Yeah.
It'll be my poll next week. Suck it, losers. Y'all got Caleb and.
Elbows.